where it is going. So just handle NUP politely and NUP with care. But that does not mean that you should not pressurize us. Pressurize us, we are going to deliver. But as regards the first topic, stand yange nga mmaliriza in a minute. Stand yange nga mmaliriza. Njagala kutegeeza n'abooluganda abali ku platform eno nti buli w'obanga onaayita neiba wajja akuyambe, kusooka weeyambe baganda bange. Tojja kuyitira foreign interference mawanga g'ebweru ku WhatsApp, ku Twitter oba oli awo gajje. Era njaga kati nkimanyi bulungi Omunnayuganda yenna awulira ayagala nnyo awulye nga Nsubuga agamba okimanyi ng'ennaku z'omwezi 23 USA yatugambye ejja kuba emaze okukikwatamu. EU ejja kugamba ejja kuba emaze okuwa sanctions. Ebyo balimba. Tulina okulaga ki kye twetaaga ffe ng'abantu kubanga eggwanga lyaffe kyova olaba baatukolonizinga ate ne tugamba twagala independence. Twafuna independence. That means we are now independent. Dictator wa kuno Museveni buli waayogera akyogera akikubiriza agamba bano beesiga mawanga g'ebweru bwe gatalijja anaatufuga kutufiirako baganda bange. So kati njagala raising a debate being nti nze ntandise okudebatinga. I told you sinze ntegeera okusinga abali ku platform kuno eno mulimu abategeera okunsinga emirundi nga 10 kyova olaba tujja tudebatinge ffenna. So kati stand yange as regards the first topic mbawadde nga mbakubira kifaananyi nti NUP tetudde. NUP esinga kubateekamu kitiibwa ng'Abannayuganda abaagironda okubeera leading opposition party. But just know, as regards the foreigners, as regards the foreign community, we are in touch. And I told you we are not violent. We do things in the right way. We do things basing on legality. So, as a member of Parliament of Busiro North, that is all I can submit. Thank you so much, Aiden, and the group.
Yes, thank you so much, Honorable Paul. Honorable Kawi, what's your take on that, sir?
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade Aiden and Lennon, and Honorable Paul. Thank you very much for that submission. It has been one of a kind. To our comrades on the space, about the international community, you know, like everyone had belief and hope on how quick they can come in to help us or to do their part in helping us to see that at least we can see the leadership of this country changing and transforming from whom we call the dictator and his acts to a leader the people of Uganda wanted, and that is our president, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. I myself, for one, I thought maybe after the vote rigging that evidenced, after the illegal detention of our comrades, after the murderers that were exposed during on the streets of the city and the different areas of the parts of Uganda, I thought that the Americans, the Russians, and the other communities would just come in to see that at least they can open fire, or if it is necessary, if the guy refuses to comply with the unforceful arrest, they can just open fire against him and see that at least they can free our country. But I was so disappointed when I read about the way countries operate. You know, we see nations and we admire their superiority and we admire their intervention in our affairs, but there are treaties behind everything they do in a foreign country. US cannot just wake up and come, even if it rules or even if it has a lot of military superiority, if they have a lot of ammunition, if they have a lot of like they can control almost half of our economy, they cannot just wake up and come in Uganda and start fighting for us to see that at least they can change the leadership of this country, because there are treaties and there are laws that bind them to comply before even going in our space, just flying through the space of Uganda. They have to comply with some laws. So at first I was like any one of us, I expected a lot of support and a lot of hope, up to when I realized that it is us to open this fire. It is us to open up everything, every step we feel like we should take, or the international community can come in and or chip in to do this. It is us to initiate it. It is us to start it. These people will not just wake up one day and feel like, you know what, Museveni and his son and his Muko, they must leave the people of Uganda. No, it is us to come up. If we've done this on the social media, at least we have succeeded there. And it is an achievement because I think everywhere, for the people who have been following on the social media, the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and on the news, at least it has been clear, the voice of Ugandans has been shown that maybe it is not compliant with the leadership that is taking over them in this time. They have shown that, yes, though we are maybe an independent state, we are facing these challenges, and yes, we need to change the leadership of this country, because we believe the person who's taking us through this time is not the person we elected as the Ugandans. We want someone else, but due to the state control. Control over
is breaking.
Yes, Yasin, Bobanga Kori, you can, okay.
Actually, nze mba kugerako eyo point y'abana abasajja ba EU n'aba UK. Ne point yange badde bweti nti bano abasajja kye tubakozeeko kimala. Tekimala wabula tusigale nga tugenda mu maaso nakyo, naye ate tudipendinga ennyo ku bantu b'ewaka. Just mmanyi buli kye tukola bakiraba ku Twitters, email, buli kimu bakiraba. Naye balina kodi gye balinze, coding bawaka yennyini, kubanga buli kye tukola byali bikoleddwako emabega yonna, kutwala misango mu kkooti, kukola ki, byonna byali bikoleddwako, just tubyongeramu bwongezi maanyi. Naye balina kodi gye balinze, just yakulaba ki ekiri ewaka, kubanga tosobola gamba muntu nti tubasaba obuyambi kituufu, naye ate obuyambi bwe tubasaba ate ffe twabubawa, kubanga nabo batufunamu kingi. Kitegeera ssaawa zino bakyatufunamu, tebasobola kuteekawo mbeera yonna. So just mbadde ngamba tudipendinga ennyo ku baana b'ewaka. Abaana b'ewaka like okutambuza message ewaka, okutambuza message, okuyambako ba foot soldiers abo abatambuza message zaffe ewaka, be tulina okudipendingako ennyo, kubanga tusaba bano abasajja obuyambi kituufu message baziraba ku Twitter biki, naye basaba obuyambi ngeri omwana afulumya luyimba ti Uganda kitunyumira. So kati nemba ndaba tuba tudda buzima beka, tudipendinga ennyo ewaka. Abaana bateekewo embeera yonna eraga nti kituufu twetaaga obuyambi kuba bano abasajja bajja kwereeta bokaboka, kubanga for example katugeze waliwo embeera oba kwekalakaasa oba kukola ki, abantu tebakyakola, ebyenfuna bigudde biki nabo bakosebwa, kubanga bingi bye bafuna.
Yasin, as ngomaliriza jjukira olina okudirectinga to the leaders. So as the leaders who are here, Chichichobo, either olina ekibuuzo oba suggestion, yeah.
The suggestion,
you have 30 seconds.
Suggestion like gye nyinza okusaba aba leaders baffe eri nti bafube nnyo okulaba nga bayambako ba foot soldiers abo abali e Uganda, oba n'okusaasanya amawulire mu bantu ab'e Uganda nti ki ekigenda mu maaso, basobole okuba nga baba-updatinga ku ki ekigenda mu maaso, banoonye engeri yonna esobola okwa-updatinga abantu b'e Uganda.
Okay. Thank you, Yasin. Yeah, we're keeping the time, so thank you.
Yes. Free King Assad, you tell who should speak, then you time the person, okay?
Yes, yeah. I believe we have Open Your Eyes Media. You can unmute your mic and then I'll start the time. Thank you. Open Your Eyes Media. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I hope I'm clear.
Yeah, you're clear. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much for the opportunity you've given me. I have 3 suggestions and 1 question going to the NUP leaders. The first suggestion, I'm saying that I think making the information about the operation, brutality, etc. reach on the concerned so-called organizations of UA, UK, it would be better, because you may find when what I've mentioned, the things I've mentioned are not reaching the concerned organizations, you may find some blockages on the way. And in case we find some blockages, I suggest that we look for the solution to work upon that. Because of the time, they move forward to the next suggestion. I'm saying that investigating more evidence which can display more bitterness of Museveni's leadership and his son can also help us. Then I suggested that rejuvenating the NUP representative in diaspora, those people who are there to run NUP's programs, like visiting developmental places, and the organizations I mentioned above can also help us. That is at least, I think, by distributing NUP.
You have 10 seconds.
NUP and the up-to-date image of Uganda to the USA, UK, UN, and other countries. And then lastly is the question I'm sending to NUP leaders. I'm just asking where. It's like a question why NUP leaders are not seen on a chart, and yet they have at least to display what so far they have done and the difficulties they have found on the way of doing.
Okay, opening eyes media. Thank you. I think the time, we're trying to keep the time. So we told people specifically, please, Bobanga or in that suggestion, and you have, or you have a question, please make sure or you wrap everything in less than 2 minutes so that we can have as many people cause it and we have as many topics to cover. So please keep the time. So those leaders, you guys are noting down the questions, and
I'm noting down.
Okay, thank you, Paul. And then let us get the last person. I believe, I think other people, I don't see them in the audience. So Momo, you can go ahead. Momo, yes.
All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My submission about topic eno gye tuliko eri nti bakulembeze ba National Unity Platform mulina impact y'amaanyi singa muba mutwegaseeko. Okay, tukola kyamaanyi nnyo okulwana tusindika emails tutweetinga but banange namwe tubeetaaga because mwe ba MP especially bw'oba ng'ovuddeyo n'okola topic esobola okufuna more attention than ife abantu ba bulijjo. So nze mbakubiriza bukubiriza nti bwe tuba ng'oba waliwo campaign eri okulaninga banange kindly mutujoyininge. Kino ekintu singa abakulembeze muneekwatiramu mbabuulira guno omwaka 2022 tugenda ku overpowering government y'omumpembe. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Momo. That was fantastic. Less than 45 seconds. We'll take, believe, because we don't have Oscar and Fazira, so we're going to take 2 people from the audience. So I believe I see Lubega, you had requested the mic first. So Lubega, Hussein, unmute. Hussein, mute your mic, please. Hussein, mute your mic so Lubega can go ahead. Yeah, Lubega, you only have less than 2 minutes to submit to the leaders. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rise Up. Thank you, Mr. Lennon and Aiden, the hosts and the perpetrators of this program. Honorable Paul Nsubuga and my youth Honorable Kabuye. Thank you so much for your latter submissions. Me, I have very few things to say. That we can criticize because criticize we can. You know, we can intellectualize these issues because intellectualize we can, but beyond the criticization and the intellectualization, we must go out there and make the road meet the rubber. You know, there is something we have to do extra, I believe.
Inform people that you are a leader.
Oh,
that's what I was about to say.
Don't tell him also.
Hey.
Okay, thank you, Honorable. the people on the space and the other leaders. My name is Lubega Vincent Insamba, Entebbe Youth MP in the National Youth Parliament. And I'm the NUP chairperson, Division B, that division in Entebbe, in the NUP structures. So I was still telling you that beyond the lamentations, beyond the criticizations that most people are pushing to our top leaders, we must go out there and do something more. If we are to look at what has just happened today in Sudan, their Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok has resigned because after mass protests, people have come and striked, and he has resigned because people have come on the roads and striked. So I believe this dictator can't kill us all, however much he kills and he kills us, but he can't kill us all. If we all say that today we are going on the road, we are not leaving the road unless the dictator is off. Because these people of the international community are not going to come in unless we do that. We shall keep lamenting, we shall keep doing whatsoever we can do online. But I believe if we don't put in that physical efforts, these people are not going to hear our cries. So that's my submission. Thank you so much.
King Assad, wait a bit. Just wait a minute. Yeah. For those listening live from Facebook,